Hey, everybody. Grand Rising, my queens and kings. Welcome to Real Time Talk Sunday with, of course, Empowerment Schooling. Y'all, we in the building. And we got some tea, some pearls, some jewels, some real good hot stuff going. All right, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your comments, likes, shares, and your views. We just want you guys to know that. Me, myself, I am Mrs. Biracial Guru, also known as Lissa Ann, and I am on behalf of Empowerment Schooling, which is a platform of life coaches with one thing in common, and that is to bring the awareness of the one thing we all as humans have in common, the brain. Using hope, of course, having only positive experiences. All right, guys. So before we get into the topics for today, hopefully you guys have had a wonderful, relaxing weekend and did something to relax and realign your mind. That's first. And I myself am the biracial empowerment coach. And I am here basically to help my people understand who they are on an emotional level and be able to self-identify with themselves outside of this shell, this color, and bring their uniqueness to reality. All right, guys. So, I got some juicy stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I got some real hot tea, and I brought my coffee because this stuff done wowed me. I'm just gonna say, sometimes y'all, these hot topics be a little bit too much for me. I have to take a pause for the cause sometimes.
Not a pause for the call.
But not a hot topic either. For real, did you really use that one?
Yes, yes, these hot topics that be going on that they like to call hot topics. Sometimes, it be too much for me. I have to take a pause and then I have to, press the play again. I have to do it in session. Y'all, this Wendy Williams. First, I want to say she's filing for divorce. That is the tea that is going around. I do not, to each his own. So if that's what's going to make her happy and make her herself, I congratulate her on that. For finally setting that boundary and putting her foot down and being able to just live for her instead of living for somebody else. As well as that ain't the tea. So that has been, my Tasha K. Y'all, if y'all have not checked out her stuff, make sure you go check out her stuff
Are you
because
going to share your screen with us?
oh yeah, hold on. Let me get it together. Cause Tasha K, y'all, she drops it. And she drops it real. So there is an interview that she just recently did with this guy named Avery, which I had never heard of him really before this. I'm just gonna be honest. But he supposedly sings like Brian McKnight. That's what he's known for. Um, he is signed with Kevin, or has been signed with Kevin, and he does a lot
And
of.
Kevin's her husband.
Yes.
So he's a producer too, not just a television show producer, but a music producer as well.
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
And he has signed this young man. And they do stuff like he does more music on cruise ships and weddings and things of that nature. I haven't really heard any of his stuff on the radio. And he is the one that sang happy birthday to Wendy Williams on her show one year.
Okay.
So let me get this video pulled up for you guys. So there has been some things that have came out that he is filing a lawsuit against Kevin, and some sexual abuse allegations have been made. He says that he had a relationship He had a relationship with Wendy Williams' husband. A sexual relationship. So he was a side dude as well.
Kevin?
No, Avery. To Kevin. He was the side dude to Kevin as well. So he is saying that Kevin, which is Wendy Williams' husband, has had sexual relations with this man also.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Hold on, y'all. My computer is going a little bit slow. So Tasha K, on one of her videos, she had dropped some information about the lawsuit. On this one, she actually interviewed. Ooh. Can y'all hear that?
Kind of, sort of, not really. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm not like having a conversation. I was actually sharing us out while we're live in all of the groups. So I'm just letting y'all know. We do have people on Real Time Talk on YouTube. They are live watching us. So I just want y'all to know that we have people here, baby. They are here.
Well, hello to everybody that joined. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And if you do have some comments, please drop them.
So what happened now with this kid hunt? So Kevin has had a side nigga and a side female because he just had a baby with the side female.
Right. Absolutely right.
Kevin has interest in life.
He has had, yes. Now the dude on here is saying that Kevin is gay.
On what? Did you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm pulling the video up. My computer is going a little bit slow. I'm getting it. But yes, he said he's saying on this video that he is gay and that he was not the one that Kevin is the one who was the aggressor.
Obviously, as we know, as this story is unfolding, Kevin he has some issues that I think that him and R. Kelly they need to get together and they should go through like some mental detoxing and cleansing together. Because was Kevin molested? Did anybody say he was molested? Because R. Kelly molested people. So now he doing this is too much.
It goes deeper and deeper. They're gonna give us one story this week and then the next story and then the next.
He did not say that he was molested. One thing that Avery did say on this video, and it's coming up, so hopefully let me share my screen. He did say that Kevin's beef with his mother was because she never told him about his father and with his father and never told him who that was, but she was fucking him still.
So you want to just drop the link in the description box, and we'll just do it that way so that we can make sure that we get everybody topics in.
Yes, and so that's basically, he said that was a secret that was told. And the video is an hour long, so there was a lot of stuff that he dropped, but he said that the father, basically Kevin asked his mom all the time who his father was, and she would say that she did not know, but he lived down the street and she was still fucking him, and that was known as his fake uncle.
That happens too. That happens because my granddad's mom, he passed away, and we still don't know who his father is. And when my grandfather passed away, he looked like a white man. Like he wasn't brown anymore. His hair wasn't like a black man's hair. His eyes had turned gray. It's like he turned to who he really is, which is possibly European, which we don't know. Like, nobody knows. My great grandmama had 5 kids by 5 different men, and only 2 of them know their dads. And my granddaddy was not one of the ones who know who his father is, and we still don't know. And I believe that that's imperative for me, especially because of my belief system, that I know who I am and where I come from genetically, because it's going to help me advance in different areas of my life. Not saying if I am European, I'm going to say, oh, mixed. No, I definitely wouldn't do that. I would definitely, like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't try to just change some old extra stuff and like, oh yeah, well, you know, my great granddaddy's European and all this extra stuff. What I would do though is run his background and see what type of property he owned. And at that point, I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, well, you know, my great granddaddy, he was this white man that owned this, da, 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 da. And I believe it's time that we get our just desserts. I mean, that would be the way. Now, if it's some little chump change, I don't want that shit. But if it's property, that was my great granddaddy, y'all.
Right. And I think that is a great way to put, when you take knowledge of yourself or take it upon yourself to find out about where you came from, it does help. And it's not always something in a negative way. You see how you flip that to be more of a positive aspect instead of being a negative one, if that's what you were to find out. People, you know, they don't know how to flip it and deal with negativity. It doesn't always have to be a negative thing. It can be positive. I mean,
so Tanisha Bowser said, so what is the purpose or the lesson behind this information?
To bring the awareness on emotions, and how they affect people. By lack of knowledge of us not knowing how we operate as people. The thing with Wendy Williams, Kevin Hunter, with R. Kelly, with Cardi B, all those things that we spoke on, they all have usually the same thing in common. A lot of people do not know how to deal with their past or deal with things that may have happened to them in the past through childhood, and they react. It's like a habit. R. Kelly had, for instance, so many different things done to him as a child, and he has not let that go, and there's been no acceptance. There's been no truth. He has not lived his truth. He's repeating the behavior that he knows.
Right.
Kevin Hunter, say for instance, he's still angry about, you know, whatever has happened in the past. I don't know if that's just the situation. I don't know if there's more to the situation, but there was something that triggered that to create a pattern of abuse. Because in every single last one of his relationships, whether it was a man or a woman, there's some type of abuse. And that was also, you know, spoke about too on that video, the verbal abuse, the mental abuse, the, you know, feeling like you got to be macho all the time and you have to be in control. That comes from something that you're lacking inside with self-esteem.
A lot of times in our community, I've said this on a lot of different occasions. There is a lack of vulnerability. Right. A lot of times our people embrace the wrong things because they don't understand what vulnerability is. Vulnerability does not mean that you have to just give in to every single solitary thing. No, neither does when you're like, for instance, with Wendy Williams. Mm-hmm. Wendy has lost her self-worth. She's now gaining it back. She has been so overly vulnerable for Kevin, and she gave all of her trust away, all of it to Kevin. Kevin became her God. He became her creator. He became everything for her that she should have been for herself. Right. That's what's happening with the young ladies that are there with R. Kelly. They are being mass manipulated. They have been stripped, like what happens when you go in boot camp. You can't think for yourself. You can't respond for yourself. You can't do anything without permission. That's how the military goes. What that's called is they are dumbing you down to build you back up. Right. So these are things that these two gentlemen have in common. Now, this month we've been focusing on joy, having joy in your life, having joy in your relationships, having joy in your mindset, and using joy as the emotion for what it really is. And the basis and the purpose for these type of dialects are because a lot of people in society, they hold on to celebrity world and they hold on to celebrity life and they try to duplicate and they try to imitate the things that they see. But that's not reality. That is before a screen. And what empowerment schooling does, we not only educate small business owners, we not only educate entrepreneurs, we not only educate startup companies to master themselves first from a mental standpoint in order to be successful in business, because in business, there's a lot of emotional ups and downs. And those emotional ups and downs, if you are not mentally strong enough to withstand and to overcome, then you'll fall victim to going back to working for somebody else. Mm-hmm. If you're not emotionally mature and understanding things and have a clear perception of what's happening in your brain, why you're feeling how you're feeling, why you're allowing things to happen in your life, then you'll become the Wendy Williams. You'll become those victims that are there with R. Kelly. You'll become a person who I used to be when I was in a relationship where I was emotionally abused and I was physically abused, but I allowed that. Right. I allowed that. And that's where a lot of people are misconstruing what's happening. Everybody wants to blame the aggressor, but sweetheart, the aggressor has their own issues. Mm-hmm. Right. And if you're not strong enough to know that you deserve better, you'll continue to be sucked into the aggressor's rabbit hole of breaking down so they can build you back up for their purpose. Right. And that's exactly what is happening in all of these relationships. The guys are leeching onto whomever, the vulnerable, those who are weak in their minds, because vulnerability does not mean weakness. When you're vulnerable, you're open to criticism. Because you want to grow. You want to be heard. You want to be understood. You want to be cared about. You want to be that way. But for whatever reason, in the society that we live in, most of the browns and the blacks, they're aggressive versus being vulnerable. And then when our black men end up with other nationalities and they want to know why are they there and why are they doing that? They're doing that because you guys don't know how to be vulnerable. The reason why 9 times out of 10 a man goes to another woman is because the woman he is with, or even a female, it's not one-sided here. There's a lack of vulnerability. People like to be hugged for no reason. People like to have their shoulders rubbed for no reason. People like for you to run them a bath for no reason. There should not, in a relationship, it shouldn't have to be on an occasion. I hug my son and ask him about his day every time he come in this house. I don't give a damn if it's the same answer every day. He knows I care.
Right. Right.
Okay. So with this whole Wendy Williams, with this whole situation, I'm proud of her for stepping out there, because divorce is hard. I've done it 2 times. I'm not speaking on something that I don't know about. So the purpose in every conversation on this platform is to educate in some manner. Yes, we use celebrities because a lot of people are always in celebrity business, but we mix it so that you're able to see what we're talking about, because a lot of people live their lives through celebrities. So the conversations that we have, if we just simply got on here and had a conversation about emotions, how our views are going on our videos, 20 here, 40 here, 30 there, that's different. But the very moment that we get on here and we bring up a celebrity, then boom, we have views out the wazoo, because people want to be entertained. They don't want to be educated. But in order to be entertained, there's a way for you to educate while entertaining. Check out if you know anything about and I love him, Bill Nye the Science Guy. I learned so much more from Bill Nye the Science Guy when I got home from school than I did in science class. If I had science class that day, I learned more from watching Bill Nye, because Bill Nye was educating and entertaining.
Right.
So here at Empowerment Schooling, that's the basis that we come on when we come on Sundays for Real Talk Time. We're addressing issues that society is already talking about, but the way we're doing it is we are putting a spin on it and letting you know how to level up from an emotional standpoint, from the very things that you're interested in or that is a hot topic in society right now.
Right, because Wendy Williams, you know, and I agree. She's taking her self-worth back. She's setting that boundary, and she's either going to stand on that boundary or she's not. Because I can attest that divorce is difficult. And there are some people who they will go through the divorce process and then things happens and it stops. Or you go through the divorce process and you're like, okay, no, this is what I'm going to do. But that does not mean that you do not have mixed emotions while going through that process. You can be done with a person, but divorce is scary and it's expensive and it's a lot of work. It's not as easy as it is getting married, just going and signing the paper and just getting your marriage license. No, it's not. No, it can be very difficult, and it can be very emotionally and mentally overwhelming, especially with people who have been married and have properties together for 20, 30 years. They have everything joint together. To try to separate that stuff, I feel a lot of people end up reconciling, because mentally, like, it can be really exhausting. Same thing with an abusive relationship. I used to say all the time, I don't understand why women would allow that until I was put in that position. You lose yourself fully in somebody, and abuse is not only from an intimate standpoint. We get abused by parents. We can get abused by aunties, by uncles, by families, by friends. But we allow ourselves to be manipulated. And it's not till we put our foot down and take our self-worth back to be like, no more. I don't have to do this.
Okay, so we got comments on YouTube. Tanisha said, overstood by not facing their past and their childhood and growing up and letting go. They allow their past to influence their adulthood. I'm talking about that was perfectly worded. Right. That was perfectly worded.
Yes, and I totally agree with that. And there was another comment that was made about, us as colored people, our Black community, to where a lot of us don't know how to live our truth because a lot of things are swept under the rug.
That right there.
She said, She Trucking is present, you guys. They are here in our YouTube. Hey, Hey, girl. Tanisha said, letting go of a long-standing relationship is hard, married or not. Time and investment you put all your trust in someone. And
yes,
that,
so true,
is exactly where we want our people to understand. The reason why y'all old marriages from the 40s, 30s, 20s, 50s, the reason why they can last 40 and 50 and 60 years is because the woman understands her position. All right. Now, when I say her position, I don't mean that as though she has one role. She has every role. She just understands how to do this illusion type of trick. Okay. It's an illusion to allow your partner to feel that they are the head and not the tail.
Right.
All right. There's a way for you to conduct yourself as a woman to where, because for whatever reason, I'm not sure in this society where I guess it started from religion that the man is the head. But I have one question. You know what? No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not going to go there. I don't have one question. We're equal. I am 100% a person. Okay? 100 motherfucking percent me. My husband is 100% him. When we come together, that makes 200. That does not mean I give 50 and I keep 50 for myself, and then he give 50 and then he keep 50 for himself. Because that means he got 50 for somebody else. So if you got 50 for somebody else, then I'm gonna let you and that bitch have young lady, person, individual themselves. I'm gonna let y'all have each other. Because if I'm giving all of 100 into the relationship, that does not mean I'm giving 100. This is the misconception that I feel like people get fucked up in relationships. All right, this is it. You are not to give. How in the fuck can I give you 100% of myself and then still perform at 100%? How about I stay 100%, you stay 100%, and we come together and make 200%? How about that? Because I'm the motherfucking star player. Me, if I'm sick, if I'm broke, if I'm depressed, if I'm stressed out, if I'm bogged down, then I'm not 100 anymore. So how the fuck can I give that 100 to anybody else if I'm not even 100 myself? How can I be of any value to my partner, to my son, to my team if I put everybody before me and I'm stressed the fuck out, I'm bogged down, I'm worried, I'm this, that, and another, and I got 100 loads to carry, but they 100% they damn self. Right. You are 100%. You are never 50 fucking percent ever. You're always 100. Always. And if everybody would understand that you focus on the star player, I'm the star player. I'm going to focus on Alethea. I'm going to make sure Alethea is A1, because if Alethea is A1, then I can be A1 for my husband. I can be A1 for my son. I can be A1 for my team. I can be A1 for my mom. But if I'm 50, all right, if I'm 50, then I ain't got but goddamn 10 for me, 10 for my son, 10 for my husband, and shit, that don't leave a lot left. That don't. I want this got to stop. Stop giving your trust away. Trust is an emotion. That is for you. Right. It's for you. You have to trust you. That is for you. That is your internal, intuitive self talking and control, because trust, it's an energetic. It works on vibrations and it works on energy. That's how you understand what trust is. Trust is for you. It is about you. It's not about anybody else. When it becomes about somebody else is when you're trusting yourself to not do that because yourself said no. Right. If yourself said that person is toxic, then you go with yourself. Well, I don't care if that person plans to change. If yourself is telling you no, stop rejecting yourself. Right. Because that's when everything, that's when you're giving your trust away. That's when you're putting your trust in somebody else. And that's when you're about to get fucked over in some manner.
Man, say that one more time.
You can't give your power. Trust is for you. You have to trust you. You have to know that you can believe within you that you wouldn't steer you wrong. Mm-hmm. But you can't determine what another person is thinking or feeling. So how can you trust them? Right. Now you can respect them and you can appreciate them. But as far as trusting, that's for you, baby. That's for you. You got to trust you first because you're the star player. You're never going to steer you wrong. And if you do, it's going to be you that pick you back up.
Right.
So why are you giving your trust to somebody else? Because a person will fuck you over faster than you could even blink your eye.
Quick, fast.
And then we'll turn around and say, oh, but I love you. Bro, what is love? Because that shit is a word.
Man.
Right.
Do you respect me is the question. Do you respect me? If you don't respect me, then we don't have anything, because respect is a choice. You choose to respect somebody out of pure admiration. That's you choosing that. You're choosing that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yep. And that's exactly how
Tanisha said it's about self-awareness and intuition. You must respect and trust yourself. Absolutely agreed.
Correct.
All right, topic shift. We're going to get us some animation. We're going to get us some computer people so that when we switch topics, we can have like a commercial break. Y'all can go to the bathroom, smoke whatever you do, and then come back. Okay. So, next topic, girl. Listen, high five. Boom. That was great.
Boom.
Okay. So, Keisha, roll it out for me, queen. What you got? Roll it out for me, queen. What you got?
Okay, y'all. Hey, y'all. Miss Singles Coach here. Now, my topic is not on a star. It's a personal topic. It's
good.
Singles and us setting boundaries once again, rolling right into what she was talking about, and trusting yourself. So, yesterday, just one day, y'all, I was talking to this guy on the phone. When I tell you, the conversation was awesome. He was giving me tips on my credit, all that stuff. So my credit, just giving me information, knowledge on.
Wait, 1 second. Sorry to interrupt, because we got viewers that they don't know you like we do. So let me do this like this.
My bad.
You're the singles coach.
Yes.
You've been single how long?
I've been single for 7 years.
And you have not been, but you have dated in that time.
Yes, I've dated. I have been in a relationship. I've gotten to know people and it just hasn't worked out.
So you just moved here to Florida almost 3 months ago.
Yes.
And you are testing the Florida waters.
Testing waters on everything. Job and just getting to know people.
All right. So this is a new guy that you were in the process of getting to know.
Yes.
Okay. Now that we all caught up, y'all, I got to keep y'all together so y'all can know what's going on. Okay, girl, go ahead. Tell us what happened, girl.
Okay.
What
happened? So, we had a ladies' night. So, getting in and coming home, I was texting and I asked him what he was doing. Politely, he said getting out the shower. But then I get a visual. So, he sends me a pic. And only thing I say is, I didn't need the visual. That's it. I went to sleep, got up this morning, and got a reply. He said, cool. I didn't need the attitude. So we're on the same page. First of all, I'm trying to figure out where did I didn't need the visual comes with an attitude. I thought I said that respectfully because that's what I did. So I was like, what attitude? I just didn't want to see a visual. And I was like, we just been talking for 1 day. That was very unexpected. He was like, you're not a virgin. You've seen a dick before quickly. I showed it fast to see your reaction. What we call that is overreacting. Once again, I'm asking myself, where did I overreact at? I just said I didn't want to see a visual. And you politely said that you showed it to me quickly because you wanted to see my reaction.
Wait, your phone's going out on us, Queen. Come back, because I had some things I wanted to say on this here. That totally threw me for a loop. Because if you only been talking to this guy 1 day, how you already sending me pictures of your genitalia? Like, why? How? Who does this? See, folks be moving too soon. They don't know about them damn boundaries. Man, how you know? I'm a little bit disturbed right now. I need her to log out and come back in, y'all. Ladies, men expect us to be all this respectful and this and that. Why can't they do the same? Like, can you be my friend? How do you even know that was what I want? I mean, I'm so lost in this whole story.
Right. Like, I mean, and I understand sex is sex, and I understand we're all sexual human beings and things of that nature. But what make you think in your mind, your first thought is that I automatically want to take it there with you?
Girl, Tanisha said, first things first, men are always thinking about sex. Their end game is sex. You didn't even overreact. He wasn't the right energy to begin with. Say that, Tanisha.
Right.
Wait till she get back on here. I'm about to fire him up because I'm not understanding. You don't have any respect for this lady. You so clearly that's what you wanted from her. Like Tanisha said, was you want to get it on. You don't even know this girl. How is you trying to get it on with somebody you don't even know?
I cannot. Like, and this is vice versa, y'all, because some women be out of control too. Just out of control. Oh, she back.
Okay, wait, let me tell you what Tanisha said. Hold on, Queen, because Tanisha said she ain't got time for this. She said, first thing first, men are always thinking about sex. Their end game is sex. You didn't overreact. He wasn't the right energy to begin with.
Right.
How did I overreact when I said I didn't want to see the video?
No, she said you didn't.
Oh, no, I didn't at all. And then he constantly went down and was like, he was like, I laughed about the situation. He was like, well, I hope you'll be laughing in 5 years, and then sends me a picture of this old lady looking out the window with gray hair. Excuse me? Oh, okay, yes, I will, and that's nice. Bye-bye. He was like, I've had enough. Have fun being not being a woman and being a man. Excuse me?
What?
Do you know that
you just got completely disrespectful? Like the disrespect, you just unloaded disrespect.
Right. That's why I was like, you know what? Thank you for your negative mindset. Enjoy, and I hope you find what you want. Then this fool gonna say,
he still has something to say.
I did find what I want. She just didn't know how to close her mouth. Excuse me? Rude, disrespectful, all that. Like, I'm like, thank you. And one day I appreciate you showing me what I needed to know. And I'm Gucci, because at the end of the day, I'm a woman first. I have respect. I have self-love for me. And there's no way you're going to tell me that I'm not allowed to tell you when I feel like you have disrespected me. I didn't ask for that. You can't. Yes, I might have seen a penis every now and then fast, but you don't know that. That ain't your business or your observation to even think that I have. I haven't told you that. Don't assume anything about me. You don't know me.
You know what? I can't stand those men who just think that they dick is golden or something and then get mad when you don't want it. Like, who told you that? I mean,
because I didn't give you the right reaction.
And I done had, relations in my life, and I'm just saying, I ain't found nothing that's gold.
Ain't none.
In my 30 years,
so I have to figure out where this whole situation came from.
And then you upset with me with what you wanted my reaction to be like, oh, that's so nice. Oh, I want it. No, every woman is not going to react like that. So don't put it out there like that if you don't want that type of reaction. Don't expect that you're going to get the reaction you want.
Tanisha said, I'm always surrounded by men and been in a room full of men, and this is what they talk about, sex with women.
Yes, all the time. My brothers, that's what they talk about. It's all it is all about. I have one man telling me I'm disrespectful and I need to keep my mouth shut. Then I have another man telling me I'm too cool to have a relationship with. I need to be in the friend zone. See, you know what? One thing about being in the friend zone with me is once you're in there, you stay in there. We're friends all the time, baby. 24/7. What do you want? Either you want a woman you can be friends with, or, you know what I'm saying? Because sex is not going to be that main thing that you feel like that I'm going to jump into so we can have a relationship. That's not what sex is about. I don't even know nothing about you to be wanting to jump in the bed with you.
He might be trying to give you a surprise, friend. I don't like surprises. When a motherfucker try to do something that fast, bro, you got a surprise that you can keep over there. Bro, I don't like surprises.
I don't like to move fast. I like to take my time.
Right, like I got to take my time, honey, because I got daughters and all this other shit. I don't got time for that. I got to be the example that I'm telling them that what the who's, what's, when's, why's, and how's. And if I don't do that, then I'm not even a woman of my word. But how the hell is you trying to, in one day, 24 hours?
24. It wasn't even 24. 24 would have been right about now.
So my whole thing is, why not? And here's the thing, men and women. Why not just be honest? If you just looking for a fling and a one night stand, dog, don't hit nobody with no conversation and waste nobody's time. Like, just be real. Listen, listen. I ain't got nothing in the wild. I'm just looking for me a cut buddy or just this one night stand. You down or not?
Like, and let them make a choice and choose to want to do it or not. Because when you say that, I'm gonna say no, sir, I'm celibate. How about that? No.
Tanisha said, when a man is not consciously aware of himself, he is a slave to his own desire. He doesn't know how to put respect, value on women. I need Tanisha, next, when this go off, I'm gonna put you can register and you can come on screen with us. Honey, you got to be on this screen because you dropping them jewels over there. So get in the inbox, give me like about maybe 20 minutes after this go off, and then come back and check this one and register so you can come on the screen. Because honey, you over here dropping it. All right, I'm talking about dropping it.
That is so true, though. It is very much true. Men talk about how women they have no self-worth. They always doing this, but y'all are quick to drop a penis in your inbox. You quick to drop this. You quick to tell a woman how fast you want to eat it and how fast you want to do this after you don't even know this woman. So at the end of the day, y'all need their men need self-worth as well. You have to learn how to love yourself too and not put yourself out there. Not all women like a man like that. Just like all women don't like a fast woman, all women don't like a fast man.
You mean all men don't like a fast woman? Yeah.
That's funny that we talked about this. Because I was watching Black Ink Crew, the Chicago.
I watched it the other day. Oh my God, it was so
something
good.
about that Don. Okay, that man. I'm sorry. He
disrespectful.
Can't stop cheating to save his life. He just can't. He just loves all the women, all the different shapes and sizes. It does not even matter. Like, he don't even stop he think after and be like, oh man, I done.
Exactly. But see, guess what though? It's funny that you said Don. I think that people got with that name. I think that name is just pretty much like it has a curse on it to be a sexual being, because my dad's name is Don, and baby, woo, that man now, and I'm telling you, my dad, my biological father, he has cried to me on a drunk night and told me, little mama, I love women. I can't help it. I can't help myself. And literally, he can't help himself. Like, I'm not kidding y'all. My dad cannot help himself. He loves women. I'm talking about young, old. If you got chin hair, you got lip hair, you got one titty, you got motherfucker. I don't give a damn. My daddy love women. You can be motherfucking with one leg, girl. You gonna be the best because he gonna tear that ass up. Do you hear me? I ain't lying. Then turn around, y'all. Check this out. My brother named Dunn. Lord have mercy, y'all. My brother, baby, let me tell you something about him. All right. Before he came all the way out as just being straight, a man who, is a homosexual, before that, dog, that's where I learned my game from. Man, there used to be a girl in my brother's room, one outside that done brought us some food and one on the phone. Now, mind you, I'm controlling the situation. When he come out the room, I go in the room. And then he get on the phone with the girl, then tell her to hold on. His mama beeping, then put her on hold, go outside, handle the girl outside, hug her, kiss her, this, that, another, get the food, then come back in the house, then come in the room, and then I swap out and I go back out and get on the phone with the girl on the phone. Oh yeah, girl, this shit been going on. My daddy been, girl, I'm telling you, when my daddy used to pick me up on Friday, when he picked me up on Friday, we going over this woman house, and this woman got three kids, and these my brothers and sisters too. This how I got so many siblings. On Friday, we going over here with my 3 sisters, 2 girls and a boy. Then when we get up Saturday, he done told some lie that I go along with, because we got to go to the next lady house, and she ain't got but 2 kids, and these my other sisters. There's 2 girls over there. Now, when we go into my other stepmama house, because I got a real stepmama, but this like my other stepmama, okay? At the same time, though. So when we get to the other stepmama house, she got a new baby, but it ain't my daddy baby, though. And then it's 4 of them over there, okay? So now I got a whole long story that I got to keep up with. Now, mind you, I keep up with my brother's shit. I got to keep up with my daddy's shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I was out here and I had all them niggas, man, check me out. Man, I've been doing this shit since I was 7, dog. I know how to talk to you the same way you know how to talk to me. Nigga, I can run the same exact game you just ran on me back on your ass and make it sound totally different than what you said, but I say the same damn thing you said.
Right.
That's horrible. And I know it's horrible, but this is the shit I had to deal with growing up. Right. That's why it was hard for me to fully decide that I really, really want to be with this man. Because that's why I'm talking about, man, I had a hoe phone. When I was out there in the world, I had a hoe phone. These niggas, I'm not lying at Makisha. I had a hoe phone, one line just for niggas, because I had so many. I wasn't sleeping with everybody. You don't have to sleep with everybody. When you know the game, I knew the game, you don't have to lay down with everybody. Man, motherfuckers, you can sell a dream. You can sell a dream all day. And it's ridiculous.
And that's exactly what me and be out here trying to do, sell a dream.
Okay. Tanisha said, Alethea, you will be correct. Done, suave, done, one. It's all sexual energy. I promise you, I got an Uncle Dunn. Y'all, my Uncle Dunn, he has a child. Mind you, my Uncle Dunn is my granny's brother. My granny's brother has a child a year younger than my child. Okay? My granny's brother, his name is Dunn. So she ain't lying. I'm telling you, that name Dunn, man, listen, I dare not would give that motherfucking
name to nobody.
I'm telling you, she said it. Done, suave, done one. That them be the ones.
Yeah, and even when they use them on their Facebook profiles, everything, you better run. You better run.
Out of here. Get the going.
Right.
No.
Right.
Because I got time for that. That is sad.
I know. Nobody has time for none of this.
You know, when you sit up there and you watch these people's stories, like these reality TV, or you live the reality, like people would not believe that they be on there. Like he was on there at one point crying because he's supposed to be marrying her, because he just like, I just keep messing up and I don't know why.
But I thought they already married.
Yeah, they did get married, but I was watching the episode of the wedding. And what happened the night before.
First of all, dude is just a mess, and she is just ghetto. She is just a hot mess right along with it, because you continue to keep on allowing that mess.
Wow.
And be going out and doing all that extra stuff.
I think it's for that chick. Oh, I think.
Like, because she be just doing the most, and you know how this man is, and then you chose to marry him. You didn't chose to set no boundaries. You didn't chose to do none of that. Nobody said she had to leave him, but somebody said you at least had to. Oh, we're going to take some time and we're going to take a break for a good minute and see if this is really what we need to do. Set some boundaries. You jump right into it right after he just messed up, was in the bathroom with this girl, was doing this with this girl, doing that. Then your man
at the job with Charmaine.
And you marry this man. Walk down the aisle. And on your wedding day, y'all out there arguing.
This what trips me out, y'all.
Saw the pictures of the naked Brazilian strippers. He got the strippers over there with the titties in his mouth in front of the girl brother.
Okay. The he doesn't have any respect.
No, and the boundaries would have been set like this. Oh, we're gonna get married. Okay, that's cool. But guess what? Our bachelor party and stuff gonna be together. Something. You already know here, big old HOE.
Like these people jump in marriages and like it's odd because I didn't think about it when my dad first told me. He was like, "Little mama, you know that first year of marriage, man, I didn't take that shit seriously." He was like, it'll get better going into the second year. But I didn't understand what he was saying until this time, because when I married at 18, my son's father, and I went to basic training right after I got married. So that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Then the second time I was drunk as hell. I didn't even know the dude. He didn't know me. So when I sobered up, I done realized that this shit ain't right. And then my son came. It was too much. Like I lost my mind. Okay. So the second situation, that was just like a drunk situation. That was a drunk sedan.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a drunk sedan. So that really don't count. Okay, that really don't count. But because we did sign paperwork, I think I need to call that courthouse. I need to sue them because I was drunk when I signed that paperwork. And they said, I didn't even know the motherfucker name.
People in Vegas get drunk all the time. They go, you can't go sue them.
You know what? You always got something to say. But anyways, this time, the for real time, when we got married, man, it's like we had to start over because, dude, I think I'm freaking out in my mind. Like, what the fuck? Like, we had to re-bond. Even though we've been doing this shit, my son, 15, he been there since my son was 1. So my 14 years on and off. But we had already been in a relationship. But after we got married, we got to start over. We got to start over. And I do not believe anybody is telling people that when they get married. You're thinking that when you get married, that everything is going to be hunky-dory. It's going to be roses and motherfucking all smiles and sunshine and fucking all day long. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You got to, it's a whole nother ship. And that relationship, oh, baby, this is different. This is all completely different. Nigga, I'm literally yours and you're literally mine, like legally. So, like you have to get situated in that. Like you gotta get your butt comfortable and, spread your butt cheeks out before you sit down and stuff like that. You have to get your shit together mentally all over again. I don't care if y'all been together 25 years. If you decide on the 26th year of y'all being together, them 25 years don't mean a motherfucking thing.
No. Right.
They don't mean a motherfucking thing. Your relationship starts day one of you getting married.
Sure do.
And yes, it's totally different. Like it is completely different than when we wasn't married.
And it's extremely different for those that believe in not living together before marriage. It is completely different because you actually are really, really starting over. You're actually living with this person, understanding and knowing if this person nasty, dirty, anything. How they hygiene, how they act in the house, everything. You're really starting over and getting to know somebody and building something. That right there can, in this day and age, can end a marriage just like that. He nasty, he dirty. I need a divorce. But
what's funny is you can already been staying with that person, but I'm telling you, as soon as you get married, it's like they like unzip the motherfucking skin off and be like, okay, this is the real me, motherfucker. Wait, we getting a divorce right now. I don't even know who you are.
You didn't say skin out right.
Unzip that motherfucker.
But a lot of people say that though. Oh shit, that person was not the same person. That person is a different person. But you have to understand, you said you chose to love that person. Because what you're not identifying and knowing is once you got married, you changed too. You want them to accept you in the ways that you changed. Why can't you accept them and actually bond and work that out? If you could just get a divorce in 6 months, you didn't choose to love that person. You got married for to be comfortable. That's it. To have somewhere to lay your head and make sure you're secure. That's what happened. Now, when you actually love somebody and choose to love somebody, those changes, y'all are going to work through them as a team. Sit down and talk to that person. I feel like this. This is how this is going. Can we get this back on track? Like this. That's how you work that bond and build it. Because, baby, she's telling the truth. Them first 4-5 years, y'all are rebonding and connecting with each other.
Yeah,
you really are.
The 5th year is when everything is like leveling out. But by the 3rd year, the 3rd year is another tester all over again. It's weird. But Tanisha said, right, if you choose the lifestyle, knowing what type of man you're marrying, you agree to live that. So she's
right.
The Dawn, and I can't remember that girl's name, but
I don't Ashley.
She just
Ashley, that's her.
She's so ghetto.
Man, I hate the way they get on screen and display us, man. It irks the shit out of me because I don't conduct myself like that. And if man, they say money make you do strange things. They want to do a little something strange for a little change. And I'm pretty sure for a little change, she acting like that. So yeah, she doing something strange. Because if she really act like that in real life, they deserve each other.
It's messy. It's just too much. And then you got boys, you got children, and he's definitely not setting a great example for his children, and she's not either because she's allowing it. And she's telling her boys that is the way a man is supposed to be. A man is supposed to treat you like this, and you and your woman are supposed to go back and forth, and she's going to deal with it, and she's not going to set any boundaries. So continue to do what you're doing, baby. And
Tanisha said seems like the main topic and lesson for today is knowing your self-worth and not compromising your core moral values for relationships. Not.
Right.
So you know what, Tanisha, what I'm gonna do, that's definitely gonna be the title of this video. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate all you do.
Right.
I appreciate all you do, girl. You just made this so much easier for me. You need to be a co-host. Okay? Co-host. You lit.
Come on here.
You are lit, girl, and I like your energy, the way you think, honey. Come on here. So she lit it. That was it right there. This is basically what we've been talking about today.
Yes, it is.
Right. That's self-worth, boy.
Now, I do got to say one more thing because I didn't get to talk about my topic. I talked about y'all topic, and I got 2 minutes to talk about my topic.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm so freaking done with Boosie. Like, I don't understand how you just went to jail again. Like, dude, and then it's in Georgia. Why is you riding around and you just got off probation? How in the freaking world did you get driving in Georgia with drugs and a gun? How in the hell? Listen, I only was in the military for a moment in time. The way the motherfuckers treated me in there, let me tell you something. Man, I done told about 3 of them. Man, I'll fight all of y'all. I got to ask drill sergeant, can I go to the bathroom? I got 7 minutes to eat. I got to stand up. You can't talk. You can't hold your silverware and your plate at the same time. And that counts a part of your 7 minutes. You got to sit your tray down and then go back and get your fork and your drink and then come back and still stand up and eat your food. Then I got to take a motherfucking shit. It's only 8 toilets in here. It's only 8 showers. It's 64 women in this motherfucking barracks. You mean to tell me that, man, listen here. I ain't with all that. Okay? I did that shit because my grandmama told me to do that. Now, if it was on me, I wouldn't have done that shit. Okay? Then, listen. Boosie, if that is motherfucking military, why the fuck I want to go to jail?
Right.
And maybe he got his reasons to want to keep on going back in that thing because he love it. He
man, that nigga got like 50 kids.
He don't care how he get on lives. He don't care how he get on.
Have you saw them lives?
And ad for no reason, just saying anything.
Y'all in the comments, see, I read the comments. The people in the comments, his fans, they said, "Hey man, I respected you more before you went live." Boosie, I'm terribly disappointed in him right now. Like, you are the donkey of the day.
I am hollering.
The donkey?
Really?
That's him.
No.
Okay. Thank you. I had to borrow that from the Breakfast Club. I had to. Let me give them their kudos. I had to borrow that because I don't got time. You have all these children and all this going on. How come you just can't motherfucking make music and do what you need to do for your children? And Tanisha said again, self-worth come into play. He clearly doesn't value his own life. You listen here. If you gonna get on this screen, I'm telling you what, because you on fire. But yeah, that's once again, she's correct. Boosie has he doesn't value, like she said, his own life. He does not. Like, why do you get on Facebook and okay, these are randoms. People they could be agents that are creating these accounts to get on here to stir you up. But if, like she said, you have no value over your own life, so you're gonna respond irrationally and immaturely to where now you're a target all over again. You felt untouchable because you were in there for life and then you got out. But see, Murder's still sitting in there and he had nothing to do with X, Y, or Z. But he's still sitting there.
And then when Boosie got out, you getting on there threatening people, doing this. He threatening everybody, the baby mama, this. You threatening everybody and not giving two darns. You giving yourself ammunition for them to constantly come at you. Because like she said, he does not care about his life. I don't know if it's the drugs, if it's the industry, or if it's everything all included together that's got him in this manner. But at the end of the day, he is headed for total destruction.
Okay, now, one last thing. So do y'all really think that that's Beyonce? I mean, that's Jay-Z son by Kelly?
So, where the log out button? Where's the log out button?
Listen, I don't know what to say, but I swear them children look just alike. You guys, it's been real on this Real Time Talk Sunday. Tanisha, you are the star player, sweetheart. We appreciate you being present. Check out 20 minutes. Check this particular video. There will be a link for you to register so that you can come aboard with us. Love, peace, and hair grease, y'all. I don't know, but I'm just telling y'all what I see.
Peace.
Peace.